What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with another new look rebuild, as today we have ourselves the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks had a pretty good offseason in my opinion, so today let's just go ahead and jump in, talk about everything they've done into this new look Dallas Mavericks rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're actually on the road to 40,000 subs right now. We're actually pretty close to 39k, then obviously the next step will be 40k after that. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. But other than that, before we go any further in today's video, I forgot to mention it in the last video, but today's share scenario that I am using is by Joda Kelmer on Xbox Series X. But the Dallas Mavericks, as I said, had a pretty good offseason. They were able to re-sign Kyrie Irving, which was pretty important. They got Grant Williams in a sign-in trade. They brought back Dwight Powell. They brought in Seth Curry, also brought him back in a way because obviously he used to play here. Got Rashawn Holmes on draft night. Of course, they brought Dante Exum back into the NBA. We'll see how that goes. Drafted Derek Lively and also Olivier Maximets Prosper. So a very, very good offseason for the Dallas Mavericks considering all the assets that they had. Really happy with what they're able to come away with. Obviously, they also tried to get Matisse Thybulle. Portland ended up matching that, so that didn't end up working out for them. But regardless, maybe they find a way to get PJ Washington. I think I've seen a report about that. Maybe they go for him eventually. I don't know. But let's get straight into the season. So let's take a look at what this rotation is going to look like going to year number one with this current team. So right now it's Kyrie, Luka, Josh Green, Grant Williams, and Rashawn Holmes. I don't disagree with the starting five. I don't know what Rashawn Holmes' role is going to be. You have Tim Hardaway, Maxi Kleber, Seth Curry, Dwight Powell. So right now that would leave Jaden Hardy, Dante Exum, Derek Lively, and also Olivier Maximets Prosper out of the rotation, which really, really sucks. Not going to lie. I think I would almost rather play Jaden Hardy some minutes here over... Well, I'm not really sure whose minutes I'd want to take away because I don't want Rashawn Holmes to be our only five that we're playing. But one thing I know I'm going to do for sure to start this video is I'm 100% going to throw Maximets Prosper in the G League. I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to play him this year. So I think we can just sign to the G League. And I want to try this trick. I gave up on it early last time because I traded the guy away. But someone told me, I think it's OSU Bucks that told me this, but if you push their shot tendency like all the way up in the G League, they develop like crazy. So, hey, that works out. That would be great. So I'm going to go ahead and do just that. And then we'll fix shot tendency once it comes back. But other than that, I mean, how are we going to do this rotation? Because I don't want to leave Derek Lively out of the rotation at all. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take Dwight Powell out of the rotation, and we'll have Derek Lively play these last few minutes. I could throw Derek Lively in the G League. Maybe that'd be the better direction to go with him. I just don't think that's going to happen. So I'm going to throw him as the knife spot, and then Jaden Hardy. I guess I'll play a 10-man rotation. That way Jaden Hardy can get some minutes as well. And then we'll once again fix Dwight Powell for Derek Lively, and that leaves Dante Exum on the rotation, which I feel bad about as well. But we just have some other players that are better technically. So we're gonna go ahead, similar year number one. I don't love Rashawn Holmes as my starting five, obviously, but you know, we'll try to fix that the further we go along. He didn't really have a role in Sacramento last year. Proficiency, we have a 3.5 star perimeter centric. Can we go to a 4-star balance? We cannot. About 7 seconds, we cannot. So I guess we'll just stay at balance. We'll go ahead, simulate this season. We'll kind of see what happens, and hopefully we're a playoff team in the West. And then if we do decide to like stop the trade deadline or something, I will show you. But hopefully Maximets Prosper next year is going to be an absolute stud for us at one of our forward spots. That's kind of the goal. And I really want Josh Green to develop for us as well this year. So let's see what happens. So we are stopped the trade deadline as we are 33-23 on the season. If we take a look at the player stats so far, you have 31 from Mr. Luka Doncic, 25 from Kyrie Irving. We do have some couple injuries here with Josh Green and Seth Curry. I was kind of wanting to see how Rashawn Holmes is doing as our starting five. So like 4.6 rebounds and about a block. Obviously, I'm not too excited about that. Derek Lively 3 and 4 and half a block. Not really sure how much he'll develop in this video for us, but hopefully he'll develop nicely. But regardless, outside the deadline, because I'm trying to upgrade my center position. And one guy it sounds like the Mavericks were in on was Mr. Clint Capella on the Atlanta Hawks. And the Hawks are in the business of maybe making a trade right now. Capella is not too hard to get in 2K, so I don't expect this to be too tough. I know the asking price, I believe, is... and it's also got Atlanta is apparently targeting Pascal Siakam. So that might be a small detail. Or maybe that's just how it is. Maybe that's just 2K generating that. I was about to say maybe Joda Kelmer has it as a small detail because obviously there's some Siakam Hawks rumors. But the asking price for Capella was Josh Green. I'm going to see if I can maybe do this without Josh Green. Maybe the Hawks change their mind a little bit and they want to give Okongwu some run for the rest of the season at the center position. So he's only 2.5-star trade value. I should have Rashawn Holmes contract who's going to get close to matching it. Well, obviously going to be a little bit off still. I don't know if I'd be okay. I mean, we could throw JaVale McGee in the trade, obviously. We could have Jordan Walker down here. I don't think any of those guys are really going to interest him. The one guy I also thought we could maybe throw in the trade was Jaden Hardy, and I would feel really bad if I did do this. So I'm going to try to keep him out. But JaVale McGee's salary would match, but unfortunately, the Hawks can't do it. And then let's say they give me, Gee, I guess. So it's like Rashawn Holmes, JaVale McGee for Capella, and Mohamed Gee. And then I didn't mean to rhyme those two names. But if we could trade one first, and I think the Mavericks have like at least one first they can trade. I'm not really sure which one it is. I think their pick is locked up with the Knicks right now. So I would assume it's a 2027 pick that they can still trade. I think to get Capella, it would be worth it if we're able to keep Josh Green and Jaden Hardy. So I'm willing to throw a first round pick for Capella. I think that's fine. I wouldn't mind putting protections on it, but I'll do it unprotected for Clint Capella. I'd feel really good about walking away with him, and they do agree. So Capella is going to be our brand new 5 in this Mavericks lineup, which is really good. I really wanted him. So Kyrie, Luka with Capella now as our starting 5. I feel really good about that addition. So now that gives Derek Lively still that last spot, and then Jaden Hardy, obviously Josh Green when he's back. Seth Curry will get back in the rotation. Dwight Powell is playing some back in 5 minutes. So is Derek Lively. So yeah, we'll go ahead and keep simulating. Now that we have Capella on the team, that should only make us better. Let's keep simulating. Feel really good about the trade deadline. Also, I will go ahead and look at contract extensions and see if there's anyone here. So Tim Hardaway is going to resign. I don't know if I see him as a long-term piece. He's going to be expiring in the offseason, so I think I'm going to try to use that. Jaden Hardy's going to resign an extension already. I'm going to wait on that one. We might extend him next year's our extension deadline, but let's go ahead, just keep simulating, and let's see how we finish out. So at the end of year number 1, our boy Luka Doncic wins MVP. He averages a triple-double as well. Not 50, 40, 90, but 85% from the free throw line. Chet's your rookie of the year. Chris Paul is 6th man on the Warriors, 80 defensive player, and Desmond Bane was most improved, averaging 29 points per game. That's 50, 40, 90 there. Nick Nurse for the 76ers. They go 67 and 15, and I assume, yeah, that's also the 76ers, but Luka, as we saw, made All-NBA first teams. Joel Embiid is hurt. He's out with plantar fasciitis for 4 to 6 weeks. That's tough for the 76ers. Trae Young makes an All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team, and All-Offensive first team. And all. Did Kyrie Irving make it? I wasn't even paying attention. Did Kyrie make it? It doesn't look like it. So we are the 4th seed in the West. Yeah, 4th seed in the West. We get to play a familiar foe, which is the Clippers. These two teams have matched up twice now in the playoffs, or this would be the 3rd time now if you're counting this 2K thing here. But 31 points from Luka, 25 from Kyrie Irving, 12 from Seth Curry, and then 11.5 from Tim Hardaway, 11 for Grant Williams, 10 from Kleba, 8 from Josh Green, 7 from Jaden Hardy, and then 5 and 12 from Capella, 2 blocks, and then Derek Lively with 3. And we'll go ahead and see how these playoffs go. I don't know how healthy we are. I think we have at least 1 injury, right? No, we're actually pretty healthy, which is nice. So let's just get into this, and we're also going to just run a 9-man rotation. I don't see the point of playing 10 players in the playoffs, so let's go 9-man rotation. I don't know who that would kick out, so that would kick out Jaden Hardy at the moment. I think I would rather play Jaden Hardy over Dwight Powell, and then Derek Lively I'd also love to give minutes to, but we'll just kind of rely on Capella, I guess. We'll see how that goes for us. So going up against the Clippers in round 1, they have Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Kawhi, Batum, Zubac, Powell. They look relatively healthy, so this could go either way. Let's see how it goes. Game 1, we're going to go up 1-0, beat them by 1 point. So we escape game 1 with a victory, 18-11-11 from Luka. Game 2, they even it up 105-100, 32 from Kyrie, 30 from Kawhi. Game 3, 2-1. Okay, are we in trouble here? Game 4, 3-1. And we're going to go ahead and listen to 2K's suggestion of a rotation and see if that changes anything. Game 5, do we go home or are we going to go ahead and win one? And we do go home. So we have more work to do. We lose to the Clippers in round 1. Let's go ahead and see how the rest of these playoffs go. As we're going to have the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies make it. And even with the 76ers having a Joel Embiid injury, they are back. And they go on to win the championship. So shout out to the 76ers. So somehow the Nuggets end up with the #1 overall pick, which is kind of wild considering they literally just won the championship last year. Our pick does convey to the Knicks in this year's draft, so they have the 25th pick via us. So no draft picks for us this offseason, which is fine. Staff signing, I mean, we could technically, Jason Kidd is a free agent head coach, so I think we could go ahead and move on from him because I think we'd like, more success in the playoffs. So we have Quinn Snyder out here. We have Mike Malone, Monty Williams. There's actually some really, really good candidates. You got Bobby Jackson, Billy Donovan, Dwayne Casey, Adrian Griffin. There's a lot of good options here. David Blatt. Wow, that's a name I haven't seen in forever. Imagine David Blatt back in the NBA. We got definitely have some interesting options. So I think easily my first option would be Mike Malone or Quinn Snyder. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get Mike Malone on this team. I mean, if we can get Mike Malone to be our head coach, yes, he's going to sign. We had to pay him a lot of money. We got Mike Malone as our brand new head coach for the Dallas Mavericks. Nuggets go in and fire him after they go from winning a championship to the #1 overall pick. Is that warranted? I don't know. Maybe it is. I mean, it definitely would be a weird turnaround. Maybe they struggle with injury. I have no clue what happened to them. Regardless, I'm going to fill out the rest of this coaching staff, and we're probably going to try to figure out a trade, maybe using Tim Hardaway's contract, because I kind of want to move on from him. So we didn't have any draft picks, and the only thing we have going on right now is Josh Green is a restricted free agent in free agency. So the one thing I'm trying to do is trade away Tim Hardaway. Now, the problem with that is everyone is trying to ask for a first-round pick from me on top of Tim Hardaway. I have yet to throw like Cleveland and Tim Hardaway together. I don't know what kind of magic that would pull up in the trade finder, but you have Norman Powell, you have DeAndre Hunter. So we can trade these two straight up for DeAndre Hunter. That is interesting. We can make another trade with the Hawks in this video. We might come back to that if we can't find anything else. Rui Hachimura would be cool as well. Finney Smith, we could bring him back to the Mavericks, but I don't think the Nets would give him up for that little. We got Julian Champagnie and Trey Jones on the Spurs, Nurkic, Thibault. So obviously you can get Thibault. They had interest in him, and then we can get Gafford as well. So definitely some interesting options here, but I'm going to try to keep Kleba on the team as a backup 4. And instead, we're going to try to just trade Tim Hardaway without giving up anything else. I would be fine with throwing in like Mohamed Gee in the trade. I don't know how much he'll develop anyway. So Paul Reed is being offered to us. I think I'm good at my 5 spot. I want Derek Lively to be able to play that backup role for us. So Max Strus is interesting. I like him, but I'm not throwing Tim Hardaway and a first-round pick to get him. I think that's a little too rich for me. Rashawn Holmes, you get Duncan Robinson a first. I mean, we could walk away with a first-round pick with Duncan Robinson's contract. That might not be the worst idea in the world, but his contract isn't expiring next year. Or I guess it's a player option next year. So we might actually do this trade because we can go ahead and take Miami's bad contract per se, and we get a first-round pick on top of it. I kind of like it. I might go to that. Gabe Vincent, Houston, Daron Sharp. You can also throw a first-round pick for KCP. Bring in Jakob Poeltl with another first. We just got Capella, though. Get Dylan Brooks and pay him. We'd also get Naz Reid, but I'm not really looking for 5s. You know what? I think I am going to go ahead and do that trade with the Miami Heat. We get a first-round pick asset. Right now, it doesn't have a ton of value, but maybe the closer we get, the more value it will have. We shall see, but I think taking a first-round pick from Miami sounds good to me. We're just getting rid of Tim Hardaway, and we're getting a first-round pick. So I'm going to do this trade. I feel good about that. Use Duncan Robinson's contract either at the trade deadline next year or in the next year's offseason. We can go ahead and sign a free agent here to play like, because Josh Green's going to play the starting 3, and then Robinson will be a nice rotational piece. So right now, the only thing we could technically do is either move Seth Curry or Jaden Hardy to the 2 if we wanted to go that route. So Jaden Hardy, does he go up at the 2? He stays the same. So we'll move him to the 2, and then we'll have him be like that backup shooting guard for us. And then we'll sign Josh Green back, and then we just sign another like depth piece. So Luke Kennard's interesting to me. I don't mind a Luke Kennard. You also have like Isaiah Joe. Ooh, Isaiah Joe on a minimum sounds really good in my opinion. You know what? Minimum Isaiah Joe, pretty close to the minimum we should say. And then Trey Lyles is another shooter. I wouldn't mind that. Or you have Kyle Anderson, or we're getting Josh Green obviously. So do I want like slow-mo on this team as well? 3-star system proficiency. I don't think you can get any worse than getting slow-mo. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and get Kyle Anderson as well. So we're going to sign Isaiah Joe, Kyle Anderson, bring those both in, and then we're just going to obviously wait on, to see what happens with Josh Green, if he gets an offer or not. I'm going to move Jaden Hardy back to point guard because Isaiah Joe will be playing that backup 2 spot. We'll have Kyle Anderson, and once we bring in Josh Green, we'll have him as well. And hopefully Prosper develops like crazy. I'm hoping that's the case. We shall see if it does happen. But regardless, we can just go ahead and give Josh Green a contract offer, actually, now I think about it. So 4 years, 14. I'm gonna go flat rate on that, and I think I feel pretty good about paying him that much per year. So we'll have him locked up, and that should be our off season. So I feel pretty good about that. We got a first round pick. We got we set ourselves up, I would say. Got Capella at the last year's trade deadline. Now Luka Doncic is down in overall, so is Kyrie Irving. Isaiah Joe and Grant Williams and Jaden Hardy are all up. Kyle Anderson goes down. Kleba goes down. Derek Lively is up, and then Max Mintz Prosper. He went up 2 overall. Would have loved a little bit more, but that's fine. We could technically speaking throw him back in the G League again if we need to. But let's get into next year's season. We have another first, and we have Duncan Robinson's contract. Wow. Prosper getting injured in the G League sucks, I will say, or in the Summer League, I should say. But we'll go ahead, and if we can get out of here with you know, a fully healthy team, we should go into next year feeling pretty good about where we're at as a roster. We still have more work to do, but I still feel good about what we're able to accomplish. So let's get straight into this rotation and see what we're about to look like. So rotationally, Power King landed us at 15th again. That's like literally where we were last year. We do have Mike Malone as a head coach now, so that should be definitely an interesting, underrated part about this. So we're going to move this to a 7-second system. We're going to move Mike Malone's preferred system to 7 seconds. That way we have him, but I feel really good about having him as a head coach. So we'll go with that. And then let's take a look at this rotation, shall we? So we got Kyrie Irving, Luka. Feel good about that. They have Kyle Anderson starting at the 3. I don't hate it, but I definitely wouldn't mind Josh Green getting that role, but it's whatever. Grant Williams at the 4. Still like that. Capella, Isaiah Joe, Josh Green, Kleba, Seth Curry, Jaden Hardy, and that leaves Derek Lively out of the rotation. And so does Dwight Powell. So I think we take the sacrifice and move Seth Curry out of the rotation. I think we play Derek Lively. I want him to keep developing. And Maximus Prosper is hurt. Is he actually out for the season? Like, it doesn't even matter what I do, because that just literally sucks. Spinal injury. I'm still gonna go ahead and send you to the G League again, even though you're injured. I'm sorry, but we're gonna go ahead somewhat this season. If I feel the need to stop at you know, the trade deadline to use Duncan Robinson's contract, I will show you what we do with it. But $19 million should come in handy, and we still have like Kleba's contract as well we could throw together. So we'll see if anything pops up. Hopefully we can make like a beautiful trade happen. Let's see what happens. So we're once again stopped at this year's trade deadline as we're 24-31. The reason for that is, unfortunately for us, we got hit with a really bad injury. And that was the Luka Doncic, man. He tore his Achilles. Yeah, that is the injury we're dealing with. It happened at like the very beginning of the season. He's only literally played 10 games, so I'm not like punting on this season by any means. But I am trying to make a big trade happen here is what my game plan is at this moment. So Grant Williams, as you can tell, is also hurt. The one thing I do have an issue with is Kyrie Irving is a free agent this offseason. He has a player option, so I'm a little nervous on what he's going to do with that player option and if he would be willing to resign once again. So I could technically float the idea of trading Kyrie Irving out here if I wanted to. So we can walk away like Tyler Hero locked up, and then we get Caleb Martin as well. But Tyler Hero right now, he's pretty good in 2K, averaging 28 points per game. So if we feared that Kyrie Irving wasn't going to stay on the team, this is a trade I wouldn't mind doing. I wouldn't love throwing Olivier Maximus Prosper out there as well, but it's an idea that I have. Lauri Markkanen is also someone I'm taking a look at, averaging 20 points per game on the Utah Jazz right now. I kind of want him. And then there also is like OG Anunoby, and we could also get Kevin Durant. Wow, that'd be wild. I've never seen Kevin Durant offered to me in the trade finder. That is actually insane. Now, unfortunately for me, this trade is just super unrealistic. I can't see a world where the Suns do something like this. So if I was doing a challenge, I would 100% be clicking accept this, because this is actually wild that they're trying to trade Kevin Durant. But the 3 guys I'm in particular looking at is Mikal Bridges. Obviously, we need perimeter defense, and they're selling, and he's around Duncan Robinson's contract. And then the Pacers have OG Anunoby with 83 overall. As I mentioned, Lauri Markkanen on the Jazz. So I would love to walk with either 3 of those guys. I know Mikal and OG would be better fits. I do like the potential of Markkanen stretching the floor for us, though. I'm so nervous about what Kyrie Irving's going to do in the offseason, but I'm going to roll with him regardless. I'm just going to try to re-sign him and roll with it. We do have some injuries, as I said, but we're going to try to trade Duncan Robinson's contract out. That's kind of the game plan that I have in mind here. So Duncan Robinson and in our first in a 2027 Heat pick. Our pick actually should have some value here since we're kind of bad right now. I'm not being offered any of those guys in the trade finder. We get like Miles Turner, but I don't really want him. So we can get Klay Thompson, but I'm not going for that. So we're going to try to make a trade happen with either the Jazz or the Nets. I feel like Mikal Bridges would be the best guy we could go for. He's averaging 22 points per game on the right now. Now, his trade value has been like absolutely insane. But the Nets are bad, man. So I wonder if they'd be fine with just trading him away and just finally getting, I don't know. Maybe this one is going to be the tough. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get this go through. So 2025 and then 2027 Heat pick that I got. That's only 1-star trade value. I doubt the Nets would accept this. Let's go to marketing instead. I think that's going to be a little bit more easier to do. So let's say the Jazz still go ahead and sell Lauri Markkanen. So Robinson, a 2025 Dallas pick, and a 2027 first for Markkanen. They do agree. We got Lauri Markkanen at the trade deadline. So Lauri Markkanen is our brand new addition here in Dallas. 20 points per game, 40% from 3. That should make us a lot better of a team. So I have Kyrie Irving, Isaiah Joe starting right now. Luka Doncic will be back soon. And hopefully we can go into the playoffs relatively healthy. That's just kind of what we have to hope for. But when we have our full strength starting 5, I feel really good. Kyrie, you're making me nervous. I really hope you don't leave me. I could have done that Tyler Hero trade, but we'll roll with you regardless. Let's keep simulating, and hopefully we can make it to the playoffs, and Luka Doncic will be back soon. So this season was just kind of chalked. Luka Doncic never came back. I mean, I probably should have expected that. Why didn't it say he was just out for the season? I don't know. I thought maybe he'd be able to come back, but yeah, he never did. So we were, we didn't make the playoffs. We're literally the 11th seed in the West. So we didn't make the playoffs. So that pick we traded for marketing is unfortunately going to be a lottery pick. Now, everyone here is very mad at me for some reason. Maybe it's because we're very, very bad. I mean, obviously our best player got hurt, so it is what it is. So, I mean, that year was chalked. It is what it is. So that's just kind of what happens sometimes. And that's something we don't usually deal with because I usually put the injuries off. But I kind of like it. I think it's a whole new dynamic in these videos that I've been missing. So Jason Tatum and the Celtics going to win the championship. So it's just a matter of bringing everybody back and running it back, in my opinion. Our pick is hopefully not going to jump into like the top 4. That would kind of suck. It's the 7th overall projected pick. Wow, that sucks. Maybe that was bad management by me. And it is going to be the 8th pick. So we missed out on the 8th pick in this draft, which, you could say sucks because this is the Cooper Flag draft, I believe. Or I think he reclassified. Let's see what's in this draft that we're missing out on. So prospect scouting, Trey Johnson, Ian Jackson, or maybe he's not in this draft. Maybe it's in next year's draft I'm thinking of. I mean, there's some solid players here, but it is what it is. Not much we can do about it now. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into rookie. I don't think we have a draft pick at all. I'm pretty sure we don't. So we just traded it, and we're just going to try to get everybody back on the team. It might be tough to re-sign Markkanen and Capella because they're mad, but there's a way to get around that. So player options, got Kyrie Irving declining. Yep, that's another thing we got to deal with. Maybe I should have done it. Maybe I should have traded Kyrie. Derek Lively, Max Spence Prosper accepting. Qualifying offers, Jordan Walker is a free agent we're not worried about. Obviously, the free agents we're worried about is Mr. Kyrie Irving, who's got an offer from the Pistons. I swear if we lose Kyrie here, I'm going to be so mad at myself. Markkanen, and yeah, so these guys are both saying they're not going to, talk with me, but we'll change that in a second, or we'll fix that. There's a way around that. So I think we're going to have to pay Kyrie the maximum salary, and I don't love it. But I mean, I don't want to lose him for nothing. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And the way you get around like the, they're not talking to you thing is you search them by player finder, and that should let you negotiate with them. So we're gonna pay Capello as well. It sucks, but it is what. Do we have money to sign? I was gonna say is we could sign Jason Tatum right now, I think. Or no, we can't. So never mind. That's not a thing. Okay. I'm also gonna go ahead and player search for Markkanen as well. We didn't just trade for all these guys just for them to leave us. So Lauri Markkanen, we're gonna sign you. Wow, dude, they are asking for money. Markkanen 37 million is tough, but we committed ourselves to this team, so I'm going to bring him back. So we're going to bring these 3 guys back. We're absolutely committed to this roster. Hopefully it works out for us, because man, if it doesn't, we are paying a lot of money for no reason. But regardless, we got Kyrie, Jaden Hardy. We were able to extend Jaden Hardy at the contract extension deadline as well. We have Luka, who will be back. Hopefully he doesn't get injured this year. Slow-Mo is here. Josh Green, Markkanen, Grant Williams, Kleba, and then obviously you have like Capella, Derek Lively, and Dwight Powell. So I'm going to hope Derek Lively and Max Spence Prosper develop, and they could be our backup 4 and backup 5. We love Dwight Powell will still be here as well as another guy. So at this point, I think we need some more guard depth. I think that's what we kind of need. So guard depth, we got DeLon Wright out here. I saw Karis LeVert, and I don't mind that. So I'm going to go ahead and give Karis LeVert an offer, and then we are pretty much, that's it. So that's all we can really do. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and just get straight into player regression, and we'll see what Lively and Max Spence Prosper jump up to. Hopefully it's to something decent, because we need them right now. Play regression, Lively 75 and Max Spence Prosper goes down in overall, probably because of the injury. So that did not do us any favors. Luka, Kyrie, Lauri Markkanen, and Capella are all down in overall. Derek Lively is up, so I'm happy to see Derek Lively is up. Maybe we use Prosper and Maxi Kleba at the deadline to make another addition at this point. I wanted to be able to use Max Spence Prosper this year as like a really good piece, but he's just not developing, and I don't really know what to do at that point. So proficiency last year was a disaster with Mike Malone coming on board, as we know, with the injuries. Hopefully the injury bug doesn't hit us this bad. If it does, this video might just be chalked, man. If we have another huge injury like Luka getting out for the season after 10 games, it's gonna put us in a really bad spot. So this is our starting 5 going into the year. I feel good about it. Bench could be better, but it's fine enough. We can get away with it. have John Wall as well here, but we'll go ahead, simulate, see what happens, and hopefully we're at least a playoff team this year. So at the end of year number 3, Jason Tatum is your MVP, Ian Jackson Rookie of the Year, Scoot 6 Man of the Blazers, John's Defensive Player, Evan Mobley Most Improved, and Doc Rivers is your Coach of the Year. So I won't lie to you, this is another year we were absolutely bombarded with injuries. We were just absolutely killed with injuries. Luka Doncic did make it All-NBA first team though, which is good. So he wasn't out for the season or anything like that this year, which is great. But we are we're in the play-in right now. So basically, to take a look at the player stats, we might have an injury right now. So yeah, we have Jaden Hardy who's hurt right now. But Luka only played 71 games. Kyrie 71. You had Jaden Hardy was 75, 68 from LeVert, 17 from Prosper. Well, I guess that, I mean, it looked a lot worse, I guess. I will tell you it looked a lot worse. Maxi Kuba only 44 games. Kyle Anderson played all 82. But Markin only missed 1 game. But there were some injuries that I kept getting that I was like, damn, man. But Luka only missed 11 games. Kyrie with 11 games as well. So it wasn't as bad as I thought. But we get the Rockets in the first leg of the play-in game. They got Bogdan. They got Donovan Mitchell now. So they lost Jalen Green and replaced him with Donovan Mitchell. Very interesting. Hopefully we can just take them out and get to the playoffs. And we do not. So, of course, we're going to play the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. So do we go home here in the play-in? Well, I'm going to run a net rotation as well. I don't think I fixed that. So let's go ahead and do that. So starting 5 is healthy. Of course, Capella is mad for some reason. Who knows why? I don't know. Regardless, Simcast game 7, or not game 7. I guess it's technically our game 7, and we might be going home here unless if we can. Okay, we come back and can we keep the lead? We are in fact going to keep the lead. I thought for sure we were just going to go home, and 47 from Luka gets us in the playoffs. So now we run into the Timberwolves. Have Oladipo as starting point guard and Trey Lyles as their starting 4. So they have Anthony Edwards. This team is beatable. Look at their damn rotation. Is Cat hurt for them? He is. How long is he out? He's an 80 overall right now. He must be out for a long time. We might be heading into some luck. Out for the season. Out for the season. If we can't take advantage of this, I don't know why. I mean, we are healthy, I think. I believe we're healthy. So we're healthy right now. We need to take advantage of this. Capella, I need you to lighten up. I don't know what you're so mad about, but you need to lighten up. Is he actually mad? Let me see. He is triggered. Absolutely triggered. Why? Let's see why he's triggered real quick. I think it tells you somewhere, right? Relationship. I feel I'm triggered about how things are going around here. I don't really have an opinion on my next contract since I just signed my current one. Yeah, we just locked you up. So I don't know why you're mad, but regardless, let's see if we can take down the Timberwolves. I mean, we should be able to take advantage of this. Game 1, we're down 1-0, 123 to 118. 48 from Anthony Edwards, 22, 22, 21, 21. So we got 4 guys scoring 21 plus, and it does not matter. We lose to the Timberwolves. Nice. Game 2, we're down 2-0. Game 3, okay, we won game 3. Can we win game 4? No, we cannot. Anthony Edwards I like Anthony Edwards, but he's kind of unstoppable in this file. I'm not going to lie. He's one of those guys. He's like the Luka Doncic of the Timberwolves in this file. I'm not going to lie. And yeah, we're down by 2. I mean, there's technically a world where we can win this one. We tie it up. And we take the lead. They take it right back. 120 and 124. Let's jump in and watch the rest. Let's see how the rest of this will go. Maybe I'll jump in and play a little bit because I want to be able to, beat the Timberwolves. I do. I don't want to end it on going home in round 1. So we're going to start off playing. Now, I will tell you straight up, if things start just going absolute disaster, then I might just go ahead and chalk it and say, okay, I need to just go ahead and let the CPU play it. But we, go ahead and score our first basket. Minnesota calls a timeout. So first possession goes pretty well for me, I will say. There is 2 minutes left in this game. So regardless, this is the last season because this is going to be a lot of gameplay if I'm going to come back. So 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Oladipo's got the ball. And all we need to do is play good defense right now. That's all we need to do. So go over the screen. All right. Let's see how this is going to go for us. Edwards, or is it? No, this isn't Edwards, is it? I jumped. I should not have jumped. That was Oladipo. That was my fault. I literally jumped at his pump. It wasn't even a pump fake. I just accidentally clicked Y, and that led to an easy basket for him. But regardless, I got Luka Doncic, Markkanen, Kyrie all on the floor. They took Kyrie out. Why would they I don't get this game. They took Kyrie out at the most important time of the game. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just take Kyrie out of the game. That makes a lot of sense. I had Grant Williams for a second, but let's just go back. Just love it. Offensive 3 seconds. Can we please put Kyrie back in the game? That makes no sense to take him out. So Kyrie, get back in the damn game. All right, that should help us there, and he doesn't come out. in this possession. Regardless, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left, down by 4. We got an offensive 3 seconds. Not a great start. Well, I mean, I guess this wasn't a start, but regardless, dropping Edwards for 3. And if we let him hit, that might be all she wrote, boys. That actually might be all she wrote if Anthony Edwards wins this one. Let's see if we can get something going here. We're just gonna take the and one. Let's go. We needed that. We need that in the worst way possible. We're down by 4 if I hit this free throw, which is not guaranteed with me, I will say. And we are going to hit it. So W, hit the free throw. So we go ahead and get those 3 points back that Edwards just scored on us. And now we just need to play good defense this time. So I was using this center and I dropped on Anthony Edwards, which was kind of dumb. I'm not going to lie. But let's just play. Okay, so he's going to go to Gobert and Gobert is going to get fouled. That's not the worst case in the world. Hopefully he splits or misses both. Let's see. He's going to miss the first one. So we'll take that. And let's see if he can miss the second one as well. He does. Misses both of them. We got Kyrie Irving off and running. Can I just take Edwards to the back? Or that's Oladipo. I keep thinking that's Anthony Edwards. Okay, let's just reset. I'm going to go ahead and take my screen from Capella. We can either take the 3 or we can just attack McDaniels. I have Markkanen wide open right now, and we're going to hit the 3. That is how you play basketball in 2K, my friends. Let's go. We're down 1. I'm actually playing some solid ball right now. Anthony Edwards got the ball. Got Luke on him. Let's see if we can stop him from doing anything here. As long as he doesn't get... Okay, he's getting a screen. It says go under the screen. I'm just going to fight over it. I fought... Capella, what are you doing, bro? You literally had great position on that and just absolutely gave it up. Whatever. We'll do something like we just did again. Let's even get a wide open Markkanen again because that really worked out last time. So let's see if I can attack the paint. And this time, it may not happen. I had Luka wide open. And I released it too early, bro. Damn it. All right. So we got Anthony Edwards. We're still fine. Just got to get a stop. Anthony Edwards has the ball. Got Oladipo. And then okay, I'm kind of lost. Okay, Edwards. Luka, good defense. Get the rebound. Just get the rebound. Boom. We're off and running. Luka's got the rebound. Can I get a wide open corner shooter? Let's see. Or do I just attack? I have Kyrie wide open right now. And I released it early again, bro. Markkanen's release was way different. Damn it. Okay, it's fine. We got another possession guaranteed as long as we get a stop. And we're good. All right, Edwards is going to get a screen. This time, I'm there. Capella, you're leaving Gobert wide open. I'm there. Capella, I literally had it, man. I don't know why you're over here, bro. That sucks. Okay. I had 2 wide open 3s, and I missed out, I think. So, we might be going home here. This time, decent release, but it's off. I'm going to go ahead and just put it back up. Doesn't matter. We're down by 3. I mean, we could maybe hope to foul Gobert if they keep him in the game, if he gets the ball somehow, and then maybe he misses both. We still have a chance. We'll see. He is still in the game, so I'm going to try to keep Oladipo from getting the ball because that's who they're trying to inbound it to. Oh, I thought I had a steal there for sure, bro. I thought I had the steal. Oladipo is going to the free throw line. Anyway, he misses these. Probably not. And he is going to make the first one. If he misses the second one, we could be in business, though. We still have a timeout. And he is going to hit the second one. I'm not going to use... Okay, I guess I'm going to use my timeout. So, down 3-1. Our backs are against the wall. Let's see if we can come out here and make something happen. So, all right. So, Luka... We're going to go to Luka. And then I'm going to get a screen. See if I can get a wide open 3 in the corner. That's a decent shot. We hit it. Okay. We're in business. 1-3-3. Oh, that was a 2, though. No, what was it? No, I think that was a 3, actually. I had him for a second. They passed it to Edwards. That's not really who we want the ball to go to, but I thought was that a 3 or a 2? I don't know. Edwards is going to hit the first one. I can't imagine he misses the second one, right? There's no way. And he is going to... Oh, I thought that might have been off, but he doesn't miss it. Okay. We just got to hit another 3. Should be not... It shouldn't be too hard, right? Going to attack... I think I have Luka Doncic trailing. Okay. That might go in. It does. Let's go. We're in business. 136 to 137. All right, we're in business now. Luka Doncic, we're stopping, and they're gonna go to foul him. Okay, thank you. 5 seconds left. They had to go to Leonard Miller. I don't know how good his free throw shot is. He's gonna make the first one. Okay, we can tie it up though. We can tie it up if he makes the next one. All right, we gotta go. I'm going to Luka. I'm gonna go to Luka here. Let's just go ahead and let's see if we can hit this 3-pointer. I released it too early, bro. I'm an idiot. Solid effort, but I released it too early there. 136 to 139. We're going to fall short to the Timberwolves, man. So I actually went ahead and decided to go ahead and run it back one more season as Luka Doncic wins MVP. But this is it right here, and we actually got the first seed this time around. I think we had a relatively healthy season, 62-20. So it's kind of weird, you know, kind of a huge turnaround from where we were last year. But we'll take it. Is Capella actually happy this time now? Where is Clint Capella? And is he all the way down here? Capella, 4 points, and he's jubilant. So maybe that'll make a huge difference as well going into this thing. We'll see. And Luka Doncic, I think, is literally on the last year of his contract. So this is actually a beautiful way to end this. So yeah, we're not gonna have to worry about resigning him because this is it right here. So here we go. I should probably, did I show the player stats? Because let me do that if I didn't. I don't remember if I did. So 32 from Luka, 25, 21.5, 15, 14, and then 8. And then I was literally just showing the player stats. What am I talking about? Because I was looking for, regardless, we've been recording for almost an hour now, so forgive me. All right, Houston in round 1. Let's just go ahead, somebody current round, live with the results. Timberwolves aren't even here now. Barkinen gets hurt. Love to see it. And he's back. Okay. And we are going to move on to round 2. So is that the first time we moved on to round 2 in this video? I'm pretty sure it is. Memphis Grizzlies in round 2. They got Levine, Ware, Marcus Smart, Desmond Bain still here. Somebody current round against Memphis. And we are up 3-0 right now. And we beat them in 5 games. Okay. Western Conference Finals. Trey Johnson, Shea, Ron Holland, Tari Eason, Chet, Vucevic, Joe Val, and Dante Reed. I don't know if we win this one, but we'll give it our best try. Down 1-0. We evened it up. Okay, game 3, 2-1. Game 4, 2-2. Game 5, we need it, and we win it. Game 6, we win. Now we're going to game 7. Game 7 against the Oklahoma City Thunder to make it to the NBA Finals in this video. Can we do it? I didn't think there would be any chance, but it's a pretty close game, and we are going to... That was as close as it can get. We almost choked the Thunder. We win by literally 1 point. That's crazy. Okay. Now I play the Celtics. No guarantee we beat Boston here. They got Omer Yurtseven as their starting 5, though. I mean, they technically have Porzingis still. CJ McCollum is on the team. Solid team in Boston. Game 1, down 1-0. Game 2, down 2-0. Game 3, and we lose to Boston. So, can't win a championship. At least made it to the NBA Finals. This was still a fun video regardless. I actually felt pretty decent about the gameplay we got in this video, other than I was like releasing all my shots a little too early. But that's all right. It is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.